Well, hello, my algebra students. I hope everyone is feeling fantastic today. So, when you're factoring, the first thing you have to do is try to factor out the GCF. And it's the one thing that most people forget to do. So, GCF. Do I have a number, or what's the biggest number that goes into the first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, depending on how many terms you have? So in this case, 8 is the biggest number. Then you say, is there the same variable in both terms? No. So I'm not factoring out a variable as part of my GCF. So 8 times what is 8x, and that'd be x. 8 times 2 is 16. Here, 9, 8, and 7. Anything in common? No. But there is an x in every term, so I'm going to factor out an x to the 7th. So it would be 9x squared plus 8x. Because when you multiply two things same base, you add the powers. 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 7. Here, 10, 8, and 2. 2's common to everything. Then there is a variable in every term. Smallest power is 6. So it'd be 2x to the 6. So 2 times 5 is 10. X to the 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 4x squared plus 1. 1 times 2x is 6 is 2x is 6. Then you move on to difference of squares. So whenever you have a binomial, you always look to see, do I have a term that's squared minus a term that's squared? So x squared is x squared. I think that's pretty straightforward. 6 squared is 36. So it'd be x plus 6, x minus 6. This would be 5 squared minus x squared. So it'd be 5 minus x, 5 plus x. Oops. Now, whenever you have something raised to a power, then raised to another power, you multiply the powers. So x cubed squared is x to the 6. Y to the 4th squared. 4 times 2 is 8. So this would be x cubed plus y to the 4th. X cubed minus y to the 4th. Now trinomials. My ear just popped. Oh, I can hear. Well, maybe I can't. So x squared is x and x. Last term's plus, so what do you multiply to get 25? But you add to get 10. And that would be 5 and 5. Since the last term's plus, both sides are the same as the middle. So that would be x plus 5 squared. Last term's plus, so it'd be x. What do you multiply to get 18? But you add to get 11. That would be 9 and 2. Now, when the last term's minus, you have x plus, x minus, and you're subtracting. Excuse me. Oh, my allergies are driving me nuts again. So what do you multiply to get 40? But you subtract to get 18, and that'd be 20 and 2. And the largest one goes with the middle sign. So 20 go here, 2 would go there. So here, x squared is x and x. Last term's minus. So it'd be plus minus. What do you multiply to get 24? But you subtract to get 10. And that'd be 12 and 2. Now, when you have a number in the front, we have to break it up. So 6 is 6, 1, or 3, 2. Now, it's either both of these or both of these. You can't take parts of both. And 5. And I need a combination that subtracts to give you 13. How about 3 and 5, 2 and 1? So the 3 and the 2 are part of the first term, so it goes in front of the x's. I want the 5 with the 3, and the way you FOIL, it's outer and inner. And I want the largest combination to have this sign, which in this case is 5 and 3. So this one, it's stuck. It's stuck. There we go. So 12 would be 12, 1, 6, 2, 3, 4. And this is 12, 2, so it's 12, 1, 6, 2, 3, 4. And I need to group them so that when I add, I get 25. How about 3 and 3, 4 and 4? And I know I found that quick because I've done this before. But I want the 3 and the 4 be part of the first term. And I want the 4 with the 4, so it'd be inner. The 3 with the 3, that's outer. Last term's plus. So both signs are the same as the middle. Last step so far, although we do have some more to do with factoring, is you start off, factor out the GCF if there is one. In this case, it's 4. Then you look to say, can I factor this again? And that is the difference of squares. And my pen is running out of ink. Oh, I hope I make it. This one, factor out the common term, which is 3. So it'd be x squared plus 7x plus 12. Then you say, can I factor this up? What's the factors of 12 that add up to 7? And that'd be x plus 4, x plus 3. This one, what's common in all three terms? And that's x. So it'd be x squared minus 7x minus 30. Last term's minus, so you're subtracting. So what do you factor to get 30, but subtract to get 7? And that would be 10 and 3. Now the largest combination goes with this sign, which would be the 10 and the x. Hey, that was a pretty good review, Mr. Murphy. Well, thank you. I'm going to get myself a Snicker bar as a treat. Oh, part 2 will be coming up. Bye-bye.